Hey real dealers, this is Charles Blair, the Mad Scientist, and in this video I'm going to take you on the inside of what I like to call my in-home closing kit that we use in our real estate business. Now, as a real estate investor, you have to be prepared. And what that means is you gotta have the documents and the tools right there at your fingertips when you're ready to seal that deal. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what those tools and those documents look like. Number one, we use what we call the Pocket Real Estate Calculator. Now, why I love this calculator is the fact that you just put in any three variables and it'll spit out the four. So if you want to know what the property payments are going to be based on terms, if you want to know what the actual interest rate is going to be, if you want to know what the actual loan amount is going to be, all you got to do is put in three of the four variables and it spits it out one at a time. That's how easy this calculator is to work. So that's a must-have when you're in that seller home and you want to break down the deal to the seller. Now, as far as my documents goes, let's break them down. Document number one is what I like to call my credibility kit. I use this as a way to show the seller why they want to do business with Chuck E. Buy Lucky Houses. It has actual samples of rehab projects we've completed, has testimonials from past sellers that we've worked with, and so on. This is a must for getting that deal closed and building credibility about your company. Document number two is, of course, the contract to buy. Now, when we're in a seller home, we don't call this a contract, we call this the paperwork. So the paperwork breaks down for me and my team members all the type of ways in which we can buy that property. When we use this contract, we're able to buy properties, or should I say, put properties under contract for certain strategies such as owner finance deals, straight up purchase, straight up rehab type projects where we're wholesaling. We're also able to do subject to. We're also able to do other type of strategies just by using this one piece of paperwork. So it's one of the most important documents that we use in Chuck E. Buy Lucky Houses and in my real estate business. Now, number three is the marketing to option agreement. This paperwork is a beautiful agreement when you want to tell that seller, hey, we're going to take this property, we're not going to buy it, but we have a list of buyers that we can work with where we can actually get you the dollar amount you want. Would you mind if we use this contract, or we're going to use this contract in order to put an option on that property? And that's what we call the marketing to option agreement. Perfect contract. Not that many people know about this type of contract, and I think you guys would love to get access to it. Number four, the assignment contract. Simply put, if we plan on assigning this contract to one of our JV partners or to another buyer for the actual wholesale fee or whatever we plan to do with this property, we'll use the assignment contract. Now, number five, the addendum contract. Now, the reason why we use this is if we want to add additional terms to that original contract. Say there's some things on there that we needed to add based on negotiating and so on. So we can add that through the addendum contract that's basically attached to the original contract. Number six, what we call the letter of intent. Now, why we call it the letter of intent? Because this doesn't necessarily make this a binding agreement. What it does is break down the deal to the seller and let them know exactly what we're planning on offering. We use this on some of the commercial deals that we do, and we also use this on residential deals so that the seller can get a snapshot of exactly what the details of the deal is without going into contract. Number seven, our short sale questionnaire. Now, why I love the short sale questionnaire is because this is the document that my team use in order to do a property under the paperwork that we're going to do when we're going to send it to our short sale expert to close this deal. A lot of deals we do are short sale type deals. So we fill out this particular contract so that people in the organization would know, okay, this is the deal that we're going to take for short sale. So let's get all this information and let's send this over to our short sale specialists that work in our company. Last but not least is the seller questionnaire. Now, the seller questionnaire is a document we use to get all the details from the seller. Now, a lot of times you use this prior to you getting to the property, but if you choose to, you can also use it once you get to a property if you haven't gotten the information from the seller at that point in time. Now, The beauty of this is that once we use it, we're able to analyze the deal and determine which strategy or exit strategy we're going to execute to do the deal. Now, this is Charles Blair, the Mad Scientist, with my in-home clothes kit. Take care, and I'll see you guys at the next video. Bye-bye.